Hello, dogs.
Prairie Dawgs.
Welcome. That was a good one. That was lovely. Welcome to another episode.
Yeah. Episode number 35. We have a very special guest for you today. Dan Duvall. Super funny dude, Dan Duvall. And we're talking to this girl right here.
Little
Look
Miss
at her.
Lucy.
What do we talk about? We talk about drug addiction. We talk about VLTs at Smitty's.
Yeah, and the battle at Cut Knife Hill.
Yeah, and why Neil deGrasse Tyson is a bit of a dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all these things, as always, brought to you by our sponsors at Rumors Comedy Club.
Rumors Comedy Club. Who's there that week?
Michael Palasak.
Michael
Palasak's another Chicago dog. We've had Chicago dogs, which, as you know, is just mustard and pickle. We've had those week after week now. 3 weeks in a row, Chicago dogs. Matty Ryan, Kevin Bozeman, Michael Palasak.
And then the week after, Chief Keef.
And then I think, Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
And then former Chicago Mayor John Rahm. So...
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, all the Chicago greats. Bugs Bunny in a Bulls jersey. We'll be headlining Rumors at the end of the month.
Totally.
But yeah, Michael Palasak's also not his first time at the club. I've seen him on his previous run, and he's very funny. You can see some late night sets of his on YouTube if you're the kind of person that likes to get a bit of a sample before you come see something live.
Yeah.
But you can take our word for it. At this point, if you're not taking our word for it, what are you even listening for?
What are you even doing? Get on rumorscomedyclub.com. Prairie Dawgs starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Prairie Dawgs episode
35.
Hell yeah. Back with another one. Very special guest in the house. It's Lucy.
Good job, Lucy.
I'm just
That's a misdirect.
That's a
for
misdirect.
the listener at home, there is a dog on our true guest's lap. It's Dan Duvall.
Dan Duvall. Hey,
comedian,
thanks for coming, man.
Poet, entrepreneur.
Happy to be here.
Entrepreneur.
Thrilled to be here.
Hell
I've just been saying whatever. I don't think he's an entrepreneur.
I don't know. It depends on how you, I guess, maybe. Aren't we all entrepreneurs as comedians?
Sure.
And podcasters?
Sure.
In a way?
Failed entrepreneurs, this guy.
If this is our business, this is a sad business.
It's a tough one.
Well, welcome. Dan's in town.
Yeah.
Well, had done the basement.
Did the
And then
basement.
you stuck around. Did a bunch of other shows.
A bunch of other shows.
Now you're scramming. You're back out on the road.
Scramming. Yeah, I'm heading out of here. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to Ottawa tomorrow.
You're a pretty busy guy. You're a bit of a road style dog.
Very busy.
Bit of right now, I'm a prairie dog.
That's nice.
So I'm in the
prairie road dog.
Dog in the prairie.
Yep.
Tim, clip that.
Prairie dog, road dog, dog.
Regular dog.
Yeah, I love it here. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you come through Winnipeg kind of on a semi-regular basis. A couple of times a year.
I'd say twice a year, I think.
Yeah, that's
I'd say
dope.
Two times a year. Yeah.
Do you do it consciously? Are you trying to, get like a bit of a foothold? So it's like, this is one of my markets, or is it just it just happens?
I think it just happens. I'm not really that organized, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not a guy who's trying to like anything in specific too intensely. If that makes sense.
That's nice. That's what I like about you. We were talking about that earlier, that Dan has a nice hotel room for the second half of his stay.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Just in order to treat himself.
Well, hell yeah.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
Well, no shade to the basement. The basement is an interesting place. The basement is like this crazy speakeasy. If you've never been there and you're listening from Winnipeg, oh my God, go check this place out on the weekends.
Shout out to Benji in the basement, honestly.
It's really cool. Yeah. And it's in a really, how do I describe the hotel?
It's a Howard Johnson.
It's a Howard Johnson.
I don't know if you have a
perimeter.
Howard Johnson listener where you are, but it's a Howard Johnson.
By the west perimeter. So pretty much it's way out there.
It's deep. And it's not like my room was above a VLT room. So the people were partying until like 5 a.m. every night.
It's not a VLT room, it's a lounge.
Yeah.
It's made for relaxation.
Is that what it is?
They call it VLT lounge.
It's a lounge. Sorry, I don't want to, no disrespect.
Yeah.
It's made for relaxation and enjoyment.
Yeah, the only chairs in the lounge, though, are attached to video gambling machines.
Yes.
It's a gambling room. It's a gambling den.
It's a gambling dungeon, if you will.
Yeah.
So I stayed there they were super nice. Like, that's why I don't want to talk too much trash, right? Like, they put me up.
Oh, it's not their fault, though.
It's not their fault. And we can talk shit.
They put me up for like 3 extra nights for free.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to complain.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm in my mid 40s, man. I can't be staying up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't do that.
It's fucking Larry the Lobster.
I can't
blaring beneath.
That's what everybody keeps talking about, Larry the Lobster. I don't know what it is.
I guess that's regional, yeah.
That's
So in
We
Victoria,
don't have them at all in BC. We don't have video lottery machines that are illegal. We don't have.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, Dan listener is from Victoria.
Hello,
Are you from Victoria? Born
and raised.
Born and raised.
I've moved away many times, but
Wow.
every time I'm out, they pull me back in.
It's so interesting because Victoria doesn't seem like a place people are born to me.
It's not.
Like it feels like New York City. Like it's like you go there.
It's a transplant city. It's always a little weird when I meet another person from Victoria and they're like, I'm from here too. It's always a little bit like, nice, right on.
No, sick.
How did you end up there? Like, what's the setup with your parents? Are they like, they retired there, or how did they end up there to have you there?
That's a good question. They lived there before it became super crazy expensive.
Okay,
you know
cool.
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they bought
yeah.
a house there in like the 70s that was
They sniped it.
super manageable, and now they sniped it. Now it's worth it. Now they're millionaires, I guess.
Shit.
That's nice, but it's also like you don't even want to cash that out. It's worth more to stay there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. They're staying for now.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty old. I would like them. You know, if your parents are gonna go, wouldn't it be nicer if they went a little sooner so you could have their house? You know what I
Sure,
mean?
yeah.
Something to think about.
And they
I
are
love
going to
you,
go.
but
That's the
please
thing.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just get it over with. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
Let's wrap
This is
it
gonna
up.
suck. Can I get some money out of this?
Yeah,
at least?
Jesus.
And if you're
Christ.
going to get a house, Victoria is one of the best places
It
to
is really safe.
have it coming to you.
My parents are old now, and I'm actually, on the contrary to everything I just said, I'm trying to get them to travel. Like,
Okay.
they've never been anywhere at all. Like, they've never, like, they went to Mexico one time, and like, I think my mom went to Hawaii once in their whole lives, and they're like in their 70s.
Do they not like to, or it's sort of been they've been restricted by job and stuff?
They watch travel shows on their cable TV that they have all the time. They're like,
all you need.
they love it. And then they came into like a bit of inheritance money, and I was like, what are you guys gonna do? And they're like, well, we're thinking about traveling. And I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go? And my dad was like, I think we're gonna drive back to Saskatchewan. I was like, dude, I'm like, if you die having never left, it will haunt me forever. I need you to go somewhere so that I can feel like, even if not for you, just for me, like it'll break my heart if you don't. And now they're going to, my mom's going to Paris I think next month. And then they're going to Italy in the summer, and they're doing it.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
so proud of them.
That'd be too much.
Boomers, it's hard
You're
to get
throwing them to the sharks there. That's so much all at once.
They did it themselves.
You should step in and say, you guys got to go to like Halifax first.
Yeah, go to Halifax
Just to get
first.
used to like a bit of a different culture.
Yeah, go to the States or something.
Well, they've been to California. They went to Disneyland.
Okay, there you go.
That's nice.
I want to circle back to something you said. VLTs illegal in BC.
Apparently,
good point.
yeah. We have casinos, but they're not just like in the bars.
Oh, you're not allowed to just gamble casually.
well, you can on the apps, you know, but like
guess.
that's it.
That's smart. That's actually smart of government to do that, because we got VLTs literally in every bar. So you can go to a Smitty's and just drop fucking
That's
$700.
It's predatory. It's predatory for a couple of reasons. Two things. They open before the casinos do.
Yeah.
So if you're super hooked, you're like, I'll just go get eggs and bacon and then start playing.
Gambling in a Schmitty's is the craziest thing.
insane.
I've
It's
ever
wild.
heard in my life.
They can
And that's
do
where you
that.
find like the saddest versions
That's
of
sad.
the gamblers.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
And then it's also predatory because you're like watching the Jets game and you have a couple beers and then you're like, oh, I'll lose $20.
Lug it.
And even just on that guy losing just like $20, like
Just, man.
I shouldn't be allowed to just do that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like if they had just like hookers where you're like, oh, all right, I'll fuck one.
yeah, like just a mound of cocaine.
Yeah, like they shouldn't just have these things around other things.
in like a sugar bowl on the table at Schmitty's.
Yeah, exactly.
Say
Yeah,
less,
so
brother, say
do a bunch
less.
of cocaine, be like, and then those same politicians who put that cocaine out there, are like, dude, we got too many people doing cocaine. around here.
That's exactly.
What do you think's going on?
It's really crazy. And also just like the gambling in general though, like I mean you see even pro sports now with all these players getting busted gambling and stuff all the time. It's kind of ruining everything. Everything's parlays now. I try to watch Super Bowl with my friends and they're all gambling on way too much. It's like no one's
Yep.
they're all
insane.
yelling about their individual little parlays. I'm like, this is not fun. I hate this.
Yeah.
Tim Hortons app has a thing where you pick games now.
oh, yes, and you
then
win free
can-
coffee.
You can win free coffee. And I'm like, Tim Hortons does not need to be a gambling app. Can you imagine if that's your rock bottom? Tim Hortons? Your wife's
it
leaving
ride.
you and you're like, I swear I've rolled up my last rim.
And just self-exclude from all the gambling sites, but I can still win a free coffee
Yeah.
if I hit a
Exactly.
7-leg parlay via Tim Hortons.
yeah.
Just toiling away.
It actually makes perfect sense that Tim Hortons would now get into gambling, being that they are named after the man that died drunk driving.
Is that true?
Tim Horton?
Yeah.
Tim Horton died drunk driving. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I promise you, it wasn't his first time drunk driving.
Oh, no, he was good at it. That's why he died at it.
Yeah, that's why we celebrate him still.
Yeah, that's how good you have to be at drunk driving that people are still like, he's a national symbol.
Yeah. That's why he was the national. That coffee shop actually came later.
Yeah.
Originally, we used to have statues of him swerving.
We said that
came later. He sucked at hockey, but man, could this guy drive hammers.
Yeah.
We said that last week about how you would elect for mayor just like a normal guy. If he was like, I'm normal, like I'm not going to be perfect. You can look at my tweets; they're not going to be spotless, but I'm trying to fix this damn city.
I have a whole bit about this right now about how we're profiling politicians incorrectly. We're like caring about like their business sense and this. I want to know that you're a person. I want to know that you did mushrooms. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I would rather. I want to watch you I want to watch you print, save, and send a PDF in front of me.
And I want to see you struggle.
Do you know what? Yeah, I want to
shouldn't be easy.
I want to know that you took public transit for like a year of your life. I want to know. I want to watch you interact with a server for 10 minutes before you're allowed to run for public office
in like a non-performative way, because we see them do all these things, but it's always like, Joe Biden's office filming him taking the subway, and you're like, you had to sit him down, otherwise he would break.
No, the PDF example is brilliant because I guarantee you a ton of these boomer politicians can't do that. They can't go file, save as, fillable form. And if they can't do that, I don't trust you to run the goddamn country.
100%. Totally, dude.
Insane.
It's like,
It means you're paying someone to do it.
Yeah.
Like if you can't do it, that means you're paying.
Can you work your universal remote?
Yeah, exactly. Sync it to your Shaw right now.
Let me see you change HDMI inputs.
Yeah.
No help.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
Yeah. Find the source button.
That's a great
100%.
point. But all that to say that our premier right now is like a guy who has a couple DUIs, and he was a former rapper, and like
your premier's a former rapper.
Yeah. Wob Canoe.
Yeah, Wob Canoe.
That's amazing.
He used to
And I
have
think like
bars.
uplifting. I think he used to rap like uplifting style.
Yeah, it was like motivational.
Like a young indigenous man being like, you don't have to fill any stereotypes. You could be the premier one day, maybe. He never actually said that, but he crazy.
Fire bars. I don't know if you can fix this in post, but you should the producer Tim,
a little beat.
You should put a beat behind that. 100%.
Producer's more of a title than a function.
Maybe we'll do an AI Wob, rap compilation.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Patreon. Check it out.
We could maybe honestly, he's accessible.
Is he good? Do we like him? Is he a good dude?
I think we like him.
I think so.
Because he's just regular.
He's a regular dude.
I think I would like a similar politician from any other party as well.
He recently had controversy too, where the conservatives, they didn't know what to do, and even his own fan base didn't know what to do, because he was talking about people convicted of sex crimes or whatever.
Okay.
And then we were talking about how they shouldn't be in jails or whatever. And Wob came out with a press conference and was like, people who offend children, they shouldn't be put in prison. They should be buried under the prison.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, and really
cool
just
guy.
started spitting fire. And like all the comments on Instagram were like, I'm a conservative and I hate this guy, but I agree with this take. And then the left was like, this is a little too harsh. So he's walking the line right now.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
it's kind
rules,
of cool.
in my opinion.
Yeah, and he's doing a lot of stuff with liquor. He was in a
Hey, aren't we all? Yeah. Finally, you're speaking my language.
Yeah, but he's
doing a little bit of a Tim Horton, if you will.
yeah. He was just in a trailer the other day that was selling liquor, and he was just going from liquor to liquor, being like, "This is a good time.
It's a good liquor. It's a good liquor right here.
It's kind of weird.
It's brown. I love it.
Yeah, it was weird. He's like, Crown. We all know Crown. And everyone's like, nah, this guy runs the province. Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
cool.
Yeah, I kind of want a bit of that.
Yeah,
But you don't want too much.
No, too much.
We had John Horgan for a long time, rest in peace, in BC, and he was great. Not everybody loved him. I loved him. I thought he was great. I feel like he's a guy, he would be like a good blunt rotation guy.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's maybe the qualifier, really.
Yeah.
Is because you don't even have to be like a big pothead to be in the blunt rotation. Right?
Yeah.
I just want you in it because you're interesting.
I don't smoke weed, and I often hang out while people are smoking weed, and I'm in the rotation, but I just pass it to the next person.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
nice.
fine.
Because
Yeah.
I want to be part of the group.
I don't
The
think that
circle.
counts. I don't think you qualify for like true blunt rotation draft pick status.
Why? Well, okay, I'd argue that I'd be even better because I'm not even taking any of the blunt, and I'm
all
still
great
providing
point.
friendship.
That's not what I
Yeah.
care about though in the blunt rotation.
What do
Because
you
I didn't
care
pay
about?
for it. I'm the guy that didn't pay for
What
the
do you
blunt.
look for in a blunt rotation?
I'm talking like curiosity.
Incredible.
So my blunt rotation. 1, Curious George. 2,
A bunch of cats.
Yeah, so many cats. They're all dead. You know how they got that way? Curiosity.
Curious. Some of them skinned, but in more than one way.
Unrelated, entirely unrelated.
A bunch of different ways.
Yeah, but I just think that like you don't have to be a big weed smoker, but like you could put like a Neil deGrasse Tyson in your blunt rotation, which I wouldn't because he's incredibly annoying.
Do you think he'd smoke the weed? Does he smoke weed?
But I think he would do it in the Elon Musk way where he'd go, "Oh yes, I see."
I love Neil deGrasse Tyson. You don't like him, eh?
I think he has a bit of a rep. You'll have to look this up for being like he's a bit of a dick.
He's a bit of
But
a
I
dick.
think it's the autism. I think it's the bluntness of being like, I'm smarter than you.
I think he's allowed to be a dick a little bit.
Sure, because he knows about a black hole.
Yeah.
Buddy, I watch porn too. folks.
He's a know-it-all that knows it all, you know?
And he knows it.
He knows it.
And he knows that he knows it all. is
Good
the
for
thing.
him,
Yeah.
I say.
I guess.
Yeah.
Good for his brain. Good for him, not good for me though.
Right.
Yeah.
I think him in the blunt rotation, talk about curious. He's as curious as it gets.
It's true, but
Yeah, but he shames me for being less curious.
That's
or for
true.
not knowing. It's not even that I'm not curious. I'm curious. I go, Neil, I would love to know about that. And he goes, you don't already know?
Yeah.
You go, yeah,
Also-
Neil, I'm not you.
sometimes if you're on mushrooms or you know you're high or you're just asking questions, you don't necessarily want the answer. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
like, what is time's weird?
yeah.
Or you
yeah.
know
You
it's a
don't
dumb
want some-
question.
Well, here's why it's not actually. Yeah,
exactly.
no, that's not good. I don't like that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Okay.
and or the thing where you can look it up. There's people did that thing where they screenshot his tweets because he's tweeted the same thing dozens of times in different phrasings.
I do that all the time.
Sure, but in his case, the thing, you know, the Lady Gaga clip where she's like, there could be 100 people in a room. And she was doing this thing where she's saying the same thing in every press junket over and over.
Oh, yeah.
So now there's a super cut of her going, there could be 100 people in a room. There could be 100 people. It's the same as the Madame Morrible Wicked Witch thing. Have you seen this?
Yes.
yeah.
So she keeps doing, how uncomfortable
The
for
thing
her.
back and forth.
That's terrible.
And now, truthfully, I forgot where I was going to go at this point, but man, it was
Neil
gonna
deGrasse
be,
Tyson.
It was going to be. Oh
He
yeah.
just keeps saying the
so
same
on
thing.
Twitter, he keeps tweeting that in a mirror you can kiss yourself, but only on the lips.
Oh, weird. Yeah, you don't want to be saying that more than one time.
And he's phrasing it different way. He's phrasing it different ways that it's
Dude.
like a narcissist would love a mirror because you could kiss yourself, but only on the lips.
That's top 10 worst sentences you get caught saying too many times. I
and
feel
like over
That's
and
a
over. Like it
one-off.
fascinates him.
Yeah, I hate that.
Enough to tweet it
I
off
hate
to
that
be like,
so much. That's upsetting. You know, oh, here he goes. Here
Yes.
we go.
Like
Yeah.
he thinks it's something that us, the common folk, will be like, oh, wow, Neil.
Oh my God, he's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And also, it's probably not mentally well that we've discussed this before, that now I'm having an imaginary argument with Neil deGrasse Tyson
Again.
on the podcast where I'm like, this is what he would say.
Well, yeah.
and I'm
yeah.
getting mad at him for things that I think he would say.
Maybe
And
you
he's
should
like,
challenge
I'll
him
never
to
do
come
your
on to
podcast.
the podcast. You
Yeah.
should challenge him to be here.
Hey, if you're Neil deGrasse Tyson, get in the comments right now.
Get in the comments and then get to Winnipeg.
Get to Winnipeg.
Get
and
on the mic
explain
with the
this-
Prairie Dogs.
this
There's a lot of people I
mirror
don't want to
anecdote
talk to, though.
Platitude. What?
There's a lot of people I don't want to talk to.
You wouldn't want to talk to Neil?
Nah.
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson can grab a mirror and kiss my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Neil, you can kiss my ass if it's a two-way mirror,
Yeah,
pal.
would you take
you
that
bitch.
mirror and suck my dick?
You fucking bitch. Here's a black hole for you, pal. It's mine. It's
How would you
unwashed.
explore this?
God damn you,
Great
Neil.
stuff.
You don't smoke weed?
I don't smoke weed.
You don't smoke weed. You don't drink. You don't do anything.
I don't drink.
He doesn't even drink caffeinated coffee.
Sober bro.
Oh my
Hell
man,
yeah,
I
dude.
can't drink caffeinated coffee. I can't do it. I used to do it. I can't do it. It's
Why not? You get the jitters.
makes me go full panic attack. It's not even a jittery thing. It's like
Sure.
I hate this and can't wait for it to be over. And that's from one cup. If I drink one cup of caffeinated coffee, my day is fucked.
Really?
But I can drink like 6 Diet Cokes in a day, so I don't know what that's about.
Sure. Well, coffee, it does. I've had people think all coffee's the same. It's not. You can have a bad cup of coffee where you're like, dude, I'm wired right now. And
Oh, yeah.
in my own head.
Really?
It's like weed for me, at
I
least.
thought it was like it's all going to sort of happen the same because it's always been the same for me.
Well, there's different levels of caffeine. Like if you roast the bean harder, like a dark roast has less caffeine. You're
Yeah.
actually like roasting the caffeine out of it, so to speak.
right.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Like I've never considered that it makes people actually feel crazy.
Oh, it
Yeah.
makes me feel awful. And I worked in a cafe for a long time, and I was drinking like 6 cups of coffee a day,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, I can't sleep. And someone was like, you drink coffee constantly, and then I'm like, yeah, but I stopped by like noon. And they're like, it doesn't matter. If you stop by noon, if you're drinking 6 cups of coffee, it's going to affect your sleep.
Yeah. I've got new people. Got weird.
I've never really considered that because I drink about 4 a week. Well, per day, I'll probably drink about 3 cans of Sheepdog cold brew coffee, nitro cold brew coffee.
3 cold brews in a day?
Usually. So I'll go to the club I'll go to Rumors around the show's at 7:45. I'll go to the Safeway down in the strip mall about 7:15, 7:30, grab 2 cold brews. I'll drink them before the end of the show at 9:30
At night?
p.m.
Bro.
Post
It's insane.
and then I'll go home and I'll go to bed.
Bro. Do you have to tie yourself down to the bed?
Nothing. I don't even, when I drink it, I don't even feel what you're describing as like, I'm up. Like, if anything, when I have one in the morning, what I like is that it's like a cold and refreshing beverage to just like start my morning. So people are always like, dude, do you not feel like, is your heart not going crazy? Do you not feel nuts? And I'm like, I feel nothing. Dude, I feel nothing.
I mean, different things affect people differently,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Like I take medication for my ADHD, and I take Dexedrine, and I take half of the smallest dose possible, like 2.5 milligrams. And if I take any more than that, I feel like I'm high. And I know people who are on like 100, I don't know, like triple digit super dose Vyvanse every day. And I'm like, I don't know how there's no way.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're talking like this.
there's and I take it 2 days a week and to like help me get onto my routines.
That's
and
nice.
That's it. And like, that's it. I can't handle anything more than that. Cause I was a drug addict for almost 20 years. I was like a cocaine addict.
Damn, dude.
So I can't have anything that has me feel like I'm on drugs. I
100%.
just quit nicotine too. I'm 54
That's wild,
days off.
dude.
The king of quit.
Nice. The
I
king
love
of
to
quit.
start and quit things.
Quitting does feel good, man.
All my
Great.
exes.
Yeah.
I took 54 days off of the vape today.
Dude, that's
like,
crazy. Good for
Oh
you.
yeah. That's one of the hardest ones.
Dude, nicotine is the
will
hardest one.
tell you that I do think it's the hardest
It's
one.
designed to, like, I think the addictive portion of drugs is like an afterthought. Like, it's like, oh, also it's addictive.
Yeah.
No, it was like cocaine's not designed to get you hooked. It just does.
Is that true?
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's
probably not
it's a
designed
powder,
to,
and then they
right,
grind it up, and they
right,
just they're happy it does.
Yeah.
Crack is designed to get you hooked. Well, not you, but some communities, folks. And so, well, that's because you're biracial, I think. And but like that's what I mean. That some things are nicotine was meant to be like, we're gonna fucking get them.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Nicotine. Well, I mean, nicotine. I got a lot to say about nicotine. First of all,
Yeah,
I was
let it
addicted
rip.
to like
They don't sponsor.
I was addicted, not sponsored by just nicotine, just
Nicotine,
the
the
drug
brand.
itself.
Yeah.
So I was addicted to cigarettes. I was like a two pack a day cigarette smoker for like ever, and then I quit when I got about like 6 months sober. I'll be sober 8 years. I think like 5 days after this comes out.
That's everything, or what is your
Damn.
order, if we may ask, of
everything,
getting
well-
off of everything? Did you go cold turkey one day all at once?
Yeah, booze, drugs happened at once.
Just pulled the
Even though
plug.
booze is a drug for all the people who always come for me in my comments.
It is.
I know that it's a drug. It's just that we're speaking in layman's terms. We're not in a goddamn 12-step meeting, so shut the fuck up. Sorry.
But acknowledge that it's a drug. It's bad for you if you don't acknowledge that.
I know that it's a drug. But like, yeah, so booze and coke stopped. I hadn't smoked weed, I stopped smoking weed in like my 20s.
Sure,
I was just
inconsequential.
Just not a weed guy.
Yep.
I didn't know what it was going to do to me. You know what I mean? With coke, I knew where I was going to end up, and it was in my basement. So I knew. Whereas weed, was
Predictability.
scary.
Yeah.
Predictability. I knew it was like because I was trying to control all the time, right? So that all stopped December 21st, 2017.
Nice.
Yeah,
coming up on that anniversary.
Coming up, yeah, it'd be
Nice.
8 years, and then cigarettes came like I want to say like 3 to 6 months after that.
Damn.
I think. I remember starting to try to quit right away, and my sponsor was like, "Hey, maybe don't do that."
Because it's kind of like
one
a
thing
crutch,
at a
like it helps you
time.
quit the other
yeah,
one.
and then like 5 days in, I failed and I started smoking. He's like, "Good, because it's better that than crack." And I'm like, "Oh,
Totally.
good point." Yeah,
That makes
so-
sense. Even as you were saying it to a layman, I was like, yeah, I would think the cigarette would kind of prop you up
It's
to be
like
like,
just
I can have this.
Smoke for a bit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I got a buddy who's getting sober right now, and he's like, "Oh my god," he's like, "I'm vaping so much." I'm like, "Good, fucking great, enjoy it. Deal with it later."
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
But I quit that, and then I quit smoking cigarettes. I never thought I would quit smoking.
Yeah.
I truly was like, that's the one thing I'm always going to do, and I finally kicked it, and I stopped for like 6 years, and then I was outside a comedy club, and my friend was vaping, and I was like, oh, let me see that thing. Eh? Let me see that thing. I thought of it as a different thing, and I hit it, and then the next time they went out, I went with them, and I'm like, I'll hit that again. And then I'm looking around for them, and I'm like, oh, no one here has a vape. Hey, that's pretty annoying. And then I was like, I'll just get my own vape on the way there. And then just like that, I was like,
You're hooked.
More hooked even because I'm doing it everywhere. With
Yeah.
cigarettes, you go outside, you light it, you smoke it, it's done, it's an event. Vaping, I'm in the bathroom, bro, in the
100%.
Calgary airport with 3 other guys I don't know, all vaping together. And then another guy
Brotherhood.
comes in and he's like, thank God, eh?
The union.
Mango Brotherhood.
Oh, the vapes changed the airport game. You can
Totally.
get through it now. Like, with just find a handicap bathroom, lock that door.
Oh, you mean the vape
see it.
closet?
The vape closet.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
It's funny. I did that same thing at Calgary Airport.
Yeah.
Dude, by the gate.
You
It's
know
brilliant.
the bathroom he's talking
You know the
about.
one I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy because you got to hand it to the cigarette companies for getting us again because we were out. We had
got
quit.
us.
We were done. We were out.
And rebranded, man.
And then they were like, "You want to fucking breathe cotton
Well, the
candy?"
problem- that was the
You
problem,
bitch.
is
And
that-
I was like, "I do,
It's
son
just-
of a
It
bitch."
tastes
You know?
great, dude.
Yep.
It's like candy.
Yeah. If you
but-
told 10-year-old me that I could inhale candy, yo, say less, brother.
Dude,
I can't believe they
give
didn't get to
me.
that sooner, where it's like cigarettes were brown.
Yeah.
If I had to, a visual representation of
pink.
the cigarette's aura in my head would be like brown with like a little bit of like bloody phlegm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's
Station
like,
wagon.
it's rainbow. It's the possibilities.
Are endless.
Imagine a flavor. We have it.
Yeah.
We can mix it. We can mix 2 flavors in a bottle for you. You could put it in your thing and take it home.
Come with me.
Willy
and
Wonka.
you'll see.
We Willy Wonked kids back into nicotine.
exactly.
Into a world
Another-
of painful emphysema.
Oh, good. Riffin.
That's great.
We are Charlie Kerr.
We carry the flame.
My new vocal stem.
So crazy.
What's your question? I got one.
No, I was gonna say it is weird too because back in the day, like you were saying, with smoking, you'd go out every hour, or half hour, or whatever, and you'd smoke. But with the vape, like we're always hitting it, so our heart rate is just like naturally always jacked.
It's
now.
crazy.
It's a way different game.
So
here.
bad. If I was still vaping, I would be doing it right now while we're doing this.
100%.
100%.
I do.
He
I
does
can't.
when we
We're in
vape.
the
This is
skyline.
stressing him out. You just
100%.
mentioned it. Now it's going to stress him
And
out.
then it makes me so anxious. I was just anxious all the time. I had headaches. I'm just like, it just controlled my life, like every single, because I'm such an addict. So it's actually been a good proving ground, 7-8 years into recovery where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, if I'm wondering if I can ever have one drink,
Probably
I
not.
for sure cannot.
Yeah.
Like I was gonzo, like immediately, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's all, these things happen for a reason, I guess you might say. So,
Getting sober. I don't know if a lot of people are talking about it or not, but the pros of sobriety kind of get overshadowed sometimes. Like when you go sober, everyone's like, dude, like great willpower and stuff like that for like conquering it and shit like that. But when you actually get sober, it's actually not that hard after a while,
No.
right? Because it's
No,
like,
'cause
dude,
I
I
don't-
feel great.
yeah, I feel great. And it's like, it's the key to me is, in order for it to be easy and not hard after a while, you have to switch your perspective from I can't do that anymore to I don't want to do that anymore. As soon as you switch that, it's easy.
Yeah.
As soon as you're like, oh, I don't want to, as soon as your brain is like, I don't want that, you're like, ew, why would I?
I was just thinking about that, how it's at first you kind of have to be like, I have to choose to not do that. Like you're at a bar or you're whatever, and you're like, I have to choose to not drink.
Yeah, it's hard
I have
at
to
first.
choose to not get the beer or whatever. And now the decision is like, I would have to choose to get the beer.
Sure.
And like
Yeah.
that decision is more significant to make than the opposite now.
Yeah, good
After
point.
once you hit a
Totally.
threshold where it's like, I know it's not just by accident I walk in and it's like, oh, I'll have the usual. I'd have to
Yeah.
walk in and go, I will now order a drink, please.
Yeah, that's how it was. Like I remember, like maybe a year in, I was out for dinner and I was looking at another guy I knew who was out for dinner as well in the same restaurant. At a different table, we said our hellos. He sat down and I was watching him and he was drinking a beer. Well, he had fish and chips and he was drinking a beer. I remember this so vividly. And I thought to myself, I never went out for dinner and didn't have a drink. It wouldn't, and it was never just like a beer with the meal was a 100% thing. Like there was no way that never, the only way that it wouldn't happen is if, some outside source, like they didn't have any, or
Right.
my girlfriend was super mad at me, or I was like broke.
Yeah.
It was never because I was like, I don't want to have one. So it was in like everything that I did. And then I would also add that not only was I like, oh, I'm gonna have a beer. It's like, how many beers can I have before I'm in trouble? Type shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was like. So immediately, like dinners become less money.
Yeah.
There's that. And and then I don't have to feel so heavy after. Like the beer makes you so heavy. And I can eat dinner and walk away and feel good and not tired and like, depending on what I eat. So there's so many little examples like that.
Yeah.
You can have more dinner now.
Yeah.
More dinner, more room.
Food.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, I won't get an appetizer because I'm going to have 12 or 14 beers.
I couldn't, back when I was drinking, I couldn't like just hold myself to 2 or 3 beers. If I even had one sip of alcohol, okay, we're going in. You know what I mean?
Zero off switch.
Yeah, no.
It's not that I drank every day. It was that like when I didn't stop. That was more of that. I had like a different idea of what I thought an alcoholic was or what I thought and like always ended with drugs. And I would say to myself like, no, there were times when I like shut it down after like 2 or 3. And if I'm actually being honest with myself, it might have been like one time, like a year ago or like 5 years ago, and it was probably because I couldn't afford it or I got
or so something. This place closed, like you were saying. It's like, it wasn't even your choice.
It was never where I was like, you know what? I think we're done here. I think I'm gonna pack it in. Like it's never a thing. So
it's just you couldn't get a hold of your guy.
Yeah,
not that you didn't
it was
try.
Not for lack of trying.
Times. Yeah.
Well, addicts always find convenient ways to just like lie to themselves about like,
100%.
Oh, I told myself to leave after 2 drinks or whatever. Like, like Grandpa at the family function recently. We were like, where were you? And he was like, oh, I was at the VLTs.
Dude.
And one of the aunts was like, did you win? And he goes, I broke even. And someone was like, that's not bad. And the aunt was like, he didn't break even. Like, what are you, stupid?
Wildly in the hole.
Yeah, there was this gambling addict dude when I used to work at Shoppers Drug Mart for like a million years. There was this gambling addict who played Keno every day in Shoppers Drug Mart, which is maybe the saddest way to gamble every day, to play Keno in a Shoppers Drug Mart. Really weird. Not even a place to sit down. He would just stand in between the 3 lineups. And he would just stand there all day playing Keno. Weirdest guy, man. And one time he was so pumped, he bought the girl who had a crush on their flowers. He was this old man. And because he had won, he's like, I won 10 grand. And I was like, yeah, man, but I've watched you spend like $200,000 in the last year or 2 years. Like, oh my God, you're not winning.
Yeah,
brother.
you're not ahead.
Think of the amount of lying you have to do to yourself to get to that place. Yeah.
I don't even think it's lying. It's almost like, I mean, well, you're probably familiar with this, that it's like, you're not consciously being like, here comes a lie. Here comes a lie. Your brain just operates in the background, being like, "This is the truth."
Yes,
sort of thing.
It's a scrubbing. It's like an automatic rationalization system. Yeah, your brain gets so good at it, and it gets worse and worse. That's how people end up living in home, like in the park. Yeah, that's how it happens. Nobody wakes up one day and they're like, "I'm going to live in the park now."
No,
the brain's so powerful.
You're one day you're like, oh, if I didn't have to pay rent, and if I lived in a tent, like I could save a lot of. Put bars behind that. Put beat behind that. And then the next thing you know, you're like, and then you're in a tent, and then you normalize that to the point where that feels normal to you, and it's like it's a frog in boiling water situation.
Classic boiled frogs.
Classic boiled frogs, bro.
A little thing or two about boiling some frogs. That's how I like to eat them.
It's very Neil deGrasse Tyson of you.
Yeah, he would tell me that frogs are actually sentient, and I shouldn't do that because they can feel the pain and they understand it. They understand what I'm doing to them.
A frog's skin is alive itself. And shut up!
I made this one gay. That's what I tell him. I made this frog gay.
This frog's gay.
What do you think about that? How would you describe that? And then he would try to say that I actually didn't, and I'd go, "No, I did. Prove it. Look, because this is a boy frog and it's kissing it. Look, I'm a boy and this is a boy frog." Frog's gay.
He's like, yeah, but you could never do that in a mirror.
That frog would only be able to kiss its own lips in the mirror.
What's the, you want to get into the lore?
If I may, I am from Victoria, but my dad is from the prairies. My dad is from Saskatchewan. My dad grew up I believe he was born in Wayburn, Saskatchewan.
Oh, sure. Good night, Wayburn.
Good night, Wayburn.
I believe that, I'm pretty sure that is true. Mm-hmm. He also lived in Hay River, Northwest Territories. Yeah. But he spent a lot of his time in a town called Cut Knife.
Yeah.
Cut Knife.
That I always joke about on stage, saying that my dad is more of a man than me. He's from a town that is named after how you died and the murder weapon. But he's from Cut Knife. And I remember this is so prairies, but I told this story on stage at Rumors once. And turns out Tyler the owner at Rumors, his family also from Cut Knife, and my dad went to school with his aunt.
Weird.
It's the most Canadian
That is
small
prairie
prairies.
shit ever. So
prairie shit.
I was driving back from a gig in I want to say Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Sure.
And but driving back to Calgary, and I was with a comedian, very much a prairie road dog, Ben Bouse. I don't know if you guys know Benny Bouse.
Came across my desk recently somehow. I can't remember how though.
Ben Bouse. Ben Bouse is great. He's a great man. I love him. He talks. I always tell him that he sounds like a lawn. If he was a Pixar character, he'd be a lawnmower who smokes.
Oh, that's good. That'd be a good character.
Yeah, shout out Ben Bouse.
The first time I ever did 45 minutes in comedy, we were driving up to Grand Prairie, and we were in the car, and I was like, "How much time am I doing?" And he goes, 45 minutes. And I said, "I don't think I have 45 minutes." And then he said, "Well," and he lit a cigarette in the truck, and he goes, "Well, that's how much time you're doing, so you better fucking figure it out, Cupcake." And also he's like 8 years younger than me. Anyway, so we're driving back, and I'm telling him about how my dad's from Cut Knife, and he's like, "Buddy, we're going to Cut Knife. We're going." And I'm like, "Okay, dude." We took like a huge detour. We go to Cut Knife. There's a museum there, so I'm like, "I want to go check out the museum." We pull up to the museum, and the woman is like, "We're closed, sorry." And Ben gets out, and he's like, "His family's from here. He really needs to, like, can you not just let him go look?" And I didn't even care. I'm like, "Dude, you don't need to. You're doing too much." And then she was like, "What's your family name?" And I said, "It's Duvall." And she was like, "Oh, yeah, you can come in." She's like, "You're part of this." And I'm like, "Okay." So I go into the museum. She's like, "This is your family home." And so my family's like homestead home is in the museum. It's part of the museum is their house. And I go into the house. I'm like, "This is crazy." So I FaceTimed my dad from the house, and I'm like, "Hey, do you recognize where I am right now?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You're in my bedroom from when I was a kid." And I'm like, "How was your bedroom?" He's like, "Yeah, that was my aunt's house or something that's been in our family for generations." And I'm like, this house should not be in a museum if my dad's room was in the house.
Dad,
it's not
old enough. Steal.
It's crazy.
Tell them I can take something from here. I'm allowed.
Yeah. He was like, "Look under the floorboards. There's porn. There's nudie mags in there."
I think my classics should still be there.
So there's prairie. Yeah, he's like, "Don't put that T-shirt on." There's prairie blood in me.
Hell yeah.
But I'm not built for this cold. Like, it was minus 16 yesterday. I tried to walk, and I'm like, "Why do you live like this?"
No, it's stupid.
You guys have bike lanes here in Winnipeg. What are those, like a luge most of the year? What is this?
Yeah, no, it's a snowmobile track.
It shouldn't hurt when you go outside. I go outside and it hurts me. Like my ring felt like was burning me. I felt like I was Frodo. Like I was burning.
I must
people
leave.
think it's people think cold is just discomfort. It's physical pain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's physical pain. It's like my ear tips hurt. I'm like, "Why do you?"
Yeah.
You know, Tim was talking yesterday about having little toques, little caps for our nose.
Clown noses.
Little clown.
Little for your nose. I think it's a good idea.
They get zipped up.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my kind of tie to the prairies. I still have a lot of family that lives out here. You know, Battleford, all over.
You ever hear about the Battle of Cut Knife Hill?
No.
I'd love to tell you about it.
Is that what we're talking about today?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
There is a fellow from that region called Chief Poundmaker.
Hell yeah.
Who was a chief. Name. Yeah, unbelievable.
Pound Town actually named after him.
he used to take ladies there. You're thinking of Pound Village. There wasn't enough people for it to be a town yet. It was Pound Village. No laughs on that one. Just bombing. This is Poundmaker. He actually looks,
Pound Village.
He looks tough as hell. First of all, for like a visual reference, he just like is a very.
Oh my God, that guy looks cool as hell, dude.
Very tough looking.
Yo, he looks like Tom Petty kind of.
And the Heartbreakers. So like
he looks like all of them at once. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because there's a man FaceTiming in the
car. That's okay. He's going to learn about Poundmaker too. He is a Plains Cree chief, known as a peacemaker and defender of his people. The Poundmaker Cree Nation, named after him.
It's like piece or pound, your decision.
The name Poundmaker comes from his special skill of leading buffalo.
Piece pound.
You big.
You big.
You're thinking of Chief Peacemaker, and then Poundmaker, and then Chief Applesauce Maker. What's the other one?
No.
Milk Lemonade. What are you doing? Finger blasting?
No.
Why are you doing that?
Stimming?
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. My finger is twitched.
No.
Chief Poundmaker. Weird. You guys know.
So anyway, he exists in the time of the prairies, parallel to the Northwest Rebellion. I don't know how familiar you are with Louis Riel, who was a significant figure to us, but to people outside of the prairies.
He's a bad guy, right?
Not necessarily. He was very much like a defender of the Métis people.
Oh, that
in
sounds
terms
good.
of this is exactly it, right? So here he was executed for treason.
Yeah, but who's treasoning? You know what I mean?
This is
'Cause,
exactly
like,
it. Treason against the colonial empire of, Canada.
Yeah, because right now, if you like executed Bernie Sanders for treason, he would actually be the good guy.
This is exactly
So it
it.
depends on who's in charge. If it's Canada in that time, I'm guessing that they were not good.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've pretty much covered it without getting too much into the detail because it's like one of the larger parts of prairie history, the Northwest Rebellion. But this is effectively the indigenous people pushing back against the breach of treaties, the encroachment of their land.
Great.
By colonizers saying, we're expanding westward to
Right.
claim all of this.
Wow.
They'd established some of Rupert's land and we're now pushing to the west, being like, move, this is ours, move, this
I'm
is
glad
ours.
that they stopped it.
Yeah, that's the good news. And you'll come to learn that he helped.
Okay, great. Yeah.
So yeah, he's a powerful and revered chief known for both defending and peacemaking. His peacemaking in this case being the famous crux of this story that on May 2nd, 1885, Colonel William Otter, leading a militia of about 325 men, approached Cut Knife Hill near present-day Battleford, actually.
Your dad's
So-
bro.
Battleford. Okay, that's what my family lives there too.
Yeah. So the militia aimed to strike the indigenous forces, who they perceived to be allied with the Northwest Resistance.
Okay.
In this case, not entirely. Louis Riel had mentioned Poundmaker in his letters to some degree, just being like, oh, Poundmaker is really dope. He's doing some good things to push back the colonies and stuff like that, which was later perceived to be him in cahoots with Riel. And so they used those letters to be like, you are fully part of the rebellion, treason as well for you.
Oh shit.
And they executed him.
Louis Riel, yes. Poundmaker ended up with a much lighter sentence based on something that happened in this battle, as well as sort of his familial lineage that allowed them to pull some strings to say like, no, you'll be a little bit light on him.
No more making pounds.
Pound him lightly. You better not pound him hard. He was adopted by Chief Crowfoot, who was a prominent leader of the Blackfoot Confederacy.
Okay.
So that link made it so that Chief Crowfoot, when Poundmaker was being arrested and tried, Crowfoot was like, chill.
Okay.
And Crowfoot was well enough respected that they said, okay, fine. Crowfoot was so well respected that he made it so Poundmaker did not get his hair cut in prison.
Whoa.
Which is pretty significant
Damn.
to the indigenous people. Obviously, the hair is a
He was
great
like the
symbol of
Tony
power.
Soprano of the prairies.
Yeah, so I don't know a ton, but I would love to know more about Crowfoot's power in this circumstance. Whatever foot he put down to be like, don't fuck with Poundmaker.
Crowfoot down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put that Crowfoot down, dude.
Slammed it.
I was just thinking that Crowfoot, Blackfoot, Poundmaker. Our names are lame as hell, dude. Like Tyler Penner.
Dude,
No, but that means that you used to be a Tyler.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's all
Toiler
means.
Yeah.
Toiler. We were saying that the other day. I was like, I love toiling.
Toiled.
Shout out toiling. Never had any trouble with toiling.
That's the thing. Toilet trouble? Not for
This guy
me.
could toil in any conditions. So good at
Call
it.
yourself a toiler?
I'm like, yeah, I don't want this life.
So our indigenous forces,
help me.
our indigenous forces, led by Poundmaker in this case, have the high ground. His band included Cree and Assiniboine warriors. They had the elevated terrain. Defended this attack from Colonel William Otter and his 325 some odd men. So they repelled this attack pretty decisively. Relatively low casualties, 13 militiamen killed, 13 wounded. So of 325.
They gave up after that?
And 6 to 7 indigenous defenders were killed. But I think they're fighting uphill. They're just getting pegged back
You
downhill.
can't fight uphill. Even
And I think
know that.
pretty
I'm a huge pussy.
quickly, William Otter was like, "Scope, let's get out of here."
This is fucked. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also they
We're getting
thought,
fucking buckled, boys. Pack up.
holy shit, we got to go. We're getting
sucks.
fucked. We're getting dummied. Pulled our jerseys over our head. Just started sewering us uppercuts. Didn't know they fought like that. Just shoresy.
They're all shortsy.
Audie, we got to get.
This is the interesting part of Poundmaker's legacy is that after the militia begins to retreat, because William Otter's like, dude, we're getting pounded. We got to get back downhill. Get the hell out of here. A lot of the indigenous warriors were like, let's light them up. Like, we'll just keep lighting them up. We'll chase them down the hill. We could take out most of these guys. And he was like, no. Like, he held them back and was like, that's not how we do things. We're not trying to kill people here. We're trying to defend what is ours. And if they pushed and we pushed them back, but we're not going to chase them down and kill them because that's what they think of us.
Right.
So we're not going to reinforce this stereotype of like, they're trying to kill us. They're coming for us. It's like, we're not. You came for us. We beat your ass down. Stay away.
Right. Okay.
And so when
I think Poundmaker should have just leaned into it and leaned into that stereotype and been like, you know what? Yeah, let's light them up.
You wanted it. You got it.
You wanted it. This is what you get. Honestly.
That's the theme.
Yeah. Like when Anakin became Vader.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the theme of Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
It was effectively the monster being like, well, you made this. If I'm not allowed to love, I will be mean. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you don't, what does he say? He says, if you don't allow me to feel love, I will indulge in rage or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's the same idea but he chose the opposite, which is perhaps the more difficult path of saying, I'm not gonna pursue and kill people that we don't need to kill just for the sake of killing them.
He did the ethically right thing.
Yeah. And so that came to benefit him in the sense that his restraint at Cut Knife Hill influenced the lighter sentence, whereas Louis Riel, as you know, was tried for high treason and executed. In 1885, Poundmaker, however, was released in 1886. He was released early due to poor health and then died later that year. So for all intents and purposes, the prison sentence probably did contribute heavily to his death, but he didn't die there, which is nice.
I can't imagine a prison in those days is going to be a pretty like a nice setting. You know
yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like the commissary is not good.
They're like, how did he get sick? This is weird. There's just like rats and
you can't even lift weights in there and stuff. Like, what do you do? What were you doing in there? There's no movie time.
What are you doing? Yeah, there's nothing. You sit down and that's it.
And then what? Nothing?
And just get sick.
I bet they read a lot.
They must. But it's 1885.
Were they reading the great scripts?
Yeah.
The
it's
ancient
crazy
scrolls?
that this was like literally I was born less than 100 years later.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Oh, yeah. On the well, I guess you were born over that way, but it's like, yeah, your family is from the grounds where this took place. They were trying to say, give it up, Poundmaker. I know your family.
100 years later, we were doing $5 footlongs at Subway. That's crazy. It's a lot to think about.
Just taking a bite.
VLTs
Thank
and
you,
a Smitty's.
Poundmaker.
VLTs and a Smitty's. Yeah, totally. That's what he died for, brother.
Yeah.
For VLTs and a Smitty's.
Hell yeah, Poundmaker.
Yeah, so he was sentenced to 3 years at, locals will like this. In 1885, he was sentenced to 3 years in Stony Mountain Penitentiary.
Oh, I've performed there.
I have
the
penitentiary,
in
dude.
Stony Mountain Penitentiary. Wow.
Yeah.
And he famously said that you did not catch me. I gave myself up. I wanted peace. So part of his thing was like, I'm coming here to surrender because like, you don't have to catch me. I'm not running. I'm here to say, I wanted peace. They came. I defended. What's the verdict? So sentenced to 3 years. He served only 7 months, and died 1886 at the age of 44.
That's literally how old I am right now.
And what have you done? Poundmaker?
Oh, man.
You're hardly
I released my first hour in 2024. Just for laughs, new faces. I start listing credits.
That's pretty good. I am looking. I'm looking.
Such a loser.
Poundmaker actually did not get new faces.
Yeah, didn't get new faces. Yeah. Didn't get new faces.
He posted
new faces.
He made a couple sour tweets about not getting it.
Dude didn't even get hubcap, bro.
Like grindstone. Give Poundmaker.
By the way, Hubcap Comedy Festival, extremely fun. Huge fan. Please book me again, Robert. Thank you.
Poundmaker would, to be very clear, Poundmaker would be doing the Hood's Your Joke show at the Winnipeg Comedy Festival.
Yo.
He would not be on galas. He would be getting the local selections.
100%.
He was, I will say, exonerated in 2019, just in time.
What?
2019, he was took him that just in time for COVID.
Yeah.
150 years. Like, okay, he didn't do it.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Trudeau exonerated him in 2019. He said, in part,
Did he do it while he was dressed like him?
He had the red handprint on his face, and he said, I guess you probably know what I'm going to do today.
Yeah.
You're right. He's exonerated.
Poundmaker didn't do it, and neither did I. He's got a headdress on.
He goes, if the headdress fits, you must acquit. Poundmaker was not guilty.
Oh.
Give me a fucking asthma attack. That's crazy.
That's good news because that's the last joke of the episode, I think.
Oh, God.
That
Dan Duvall,
brings us...
Winnipeg and the Prairies love you, man.
I love you back.
Every time you come through here, everyone's stoked and you always crush it. Thanks for coming on the pod, bro.
Yeah, it's fun, Hang. Thanks for coming to the city. Thanks for coming to the pod.
Yeah,
Good
man.
to be here, yo.
I'm sure we'll see you back soon.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell the people about, to check you out on, or to watch you on, or to find you somewhere directly?
Yeah, I have a full special on YouTube called Cheat Day that you can watch anytime you'd like. And my this comes out on the 16th.
Yep.
Then my Just for Laughs New Faces set will have come out on the Just for Laughs
Very cool.
YouTube page on December 5th. So like a week, 10 days before.
And share that around if you like it. That's like,
Yeah, please,
that's literally how like New Faces launched, Schumer and Kevin Hart. It launches all these careers, but only if the clip comes out. They're all funny. That's why they're there. But if you share the clip and you comment on it, that shows that people give a shit about Dan and his comedy, and it'll help him a lot.
Yeah, if you're following any stand-up comedian and you like them and they post a clip, share their clips. Just hit the repost button. Anything you can do helps us out so much.
Literally,
Truly,
all you
truly.
have to do.
Yes.
Like, share. It's not that goddamn
really-
hard.
If you press the save button, it's over to the side.
Yeah.
It does nothing on the external, but it boosts the algorithm.
Yeah.
Do that one if you're
You
worried
can just
about.
do that. Totally.
I did think you were going to say, though, that if you follow other comedians, to unfollow them. I thought that's
all
where
of
you were
them.
going to go.
Make your whole feed me for sure. And then also I'm at Just for Laughs in Vancouver on February 21st.
Very nice. Very nice. If we
Saturday.
got any West Coast
At
dogs,
the Fox. Any West Coast dogs, please come out.
We'd love
Please
to
come out.
expand
Can I give
westward.
one piece of advice to
everything.
your audience?
Yes.
Okay, if you're in a relationship,
Yep.
if you're in a relationship, long-term, short-term, doesn't matter. Don't send each other memes on Instagram and TikTok. Here's what you do, because you said the save button thing.
Yeah.
Save them, wait till you hang out, and then watch them together.
show and tell.
Oh,
Really good
that's
move.
fun because then you can do
Really good
commentary.
move.
You can
You
say
get to-
why it's funny.
You get to enjoy it with each other. You get to watch them laugh. It's a bonding experience. It gives you something to look forward to seeing them. It keeps your relationship full of life. Could not recommend more.
honestly.
beautiful.
And a relationship built on memes is a healthy relationship.
Also,
agree.
if you and your loved one just do a bunch of blow together,
Yeah. Call me up.
Totally.
I'm looking to get back into the game.
We'll be in Smitty's.
every time I'm out, they pull me back in for one last job.
Dan, thanks a lot, bro.
My
Yeah,
pleasure.
thanks,
Thanks
man.
for
I
having me,
appreciate it. It's
boys.
been a lot of fun.
I love you.
That's Dan Duvall. This is the Prairie Dogs, and we love you.
We love you.
And
All the
call your
best.
mother.
Take care.